Gas Inc. TV, man, we are in the building, and today we got the fourth.
What's good?
Not the, the fourth, that part, you know what I mean? And our sponsor there, Slim Clothing. This is a throwback, matter of fact. You know what I mean? And Juice Man Juice. So before we get started, man, let them know where they can tap into you on social media.
All platforms, all social media. That's TikTok. I'm for Will 100. That's I am the number 4. Will with 1 L, then 100. Same way with Instagram, Facebook. I'm all over the place.
That part, man. So before we get started, where are you from?
I'm from Leavenworth, first city of Kansas, just like that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Did you play sports or anything while you was in school?
I did middle school. Middle school, I wrestled. Wrestled, played football, so yeah, get on that mat, man, anytime, for real, for real. That was the good days. But when I got into high school, it was more brain power. I went to debate, ended up being the president for the debate club, Forensics, Future Business Leaders of America.
Oh.
So
you ain't playing.
Yeah, kind of tapped into that mode.
I go back to the wrestling, man. Did you have any obstacles? Because I know when I grew up, it was not a lot of people like us that wrestled. You know what I mean? Did you have complications because of that?
Yeah, man. At times I couldn't make weight because I was eating good. Mom and dad fed us good, man. So sometimes I wouldn't make weight. I have to, go without eating or, sweat it out.
So that shit's real. Like when they say you got to make weight. And what happens if you don't make weight? You just can't wrestle?
Well, you can't wrestle. You can't wrestle in your weight class. So you gotta make that weight. Not you be sitting on the sidelines.
Got you. So what did you like more? The academic side, as far as you said you started using your brain. Did you like that or wrestling more?
Honestly, when I got to high school, the extracurricular activities up there interest me more than wrestling as a sport.
Gotcha.
Even football, because then I was able to dress up from head to toe, go out of town,
So you like to suit up?
Yeah, all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I did that all the time, and it felt good,
That's like a lost. I shouldn't say a lost character of our culture. You know what I mean? As far as like when our parents grew up, little kids used to dress up in suits, and you know what I mean? I guess they didn't have Nikes and shit like that when they was growing up, but they had their little boots on, their little nice shoes all the time, and that's how they dressed. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. I think that's dope. And I always ask this, so did you do poetry or did you write poems? What got you into music?
It was a love for poetry. I started off writing real slow and careful, in stanzas. And then after a while, I heard Missy Elliott.
Picky.
Right,
she's cold with it.
That whole era, and then LL Cool J, and being introduced to the old school, since I was interested in that. My parents, they said, if you want to know about this, you got to start from here.
You do though. I mean, you gotta learn the essence. I'm glad you said LL Cool J. I can't think of that. What is the song? I Need a Girl.
I Need Love.
I Need Love. Hey man, to anybody out there, I'm telling you right now, if you remake that song, it will be a hit. I'm just saying.
When I'm alone in the room, sometimes
that's just a bug in your ear. That's a bug in your ear, but I'll be trying to get people to do it.
Like, play with that idea.
For real. Do you remember the first song you wrote? I always ask that too.
I remember the first verse I wrote. My cousin, he actually taught me how to speed it up a little bit more and make it more playful.
In regards to rapping, you just said you wrote slow.
Yeah, wrote slow poetry, and then it was this old verse about drugs. It was in the DARE program, back in the day.
I remember DARE. Y'all might not know about that, but DARE program. Yeah. My question is how many kids in the DARE program don't smoke weed? I'm just saying.
No
you know what I mean? Because I know I smoke, and I was in that motherfucker faithfully in school. You know what I mean? But anyway,
I'm the fourth, but I plead the fifth, baby. Hey. That's how it was though. So, it was corny. It was super corny. You can be cool, or you can be bad.
He the first person to rap it. Go
but
ahead.
Don't sell drugs or take drugs because it's all whack. Like my cousin would tell you now. Like,
it was a real deal back then, though.
Yeah.
Because there was like a big, there was remember the commercial with the eggs? This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain not on drugs. It was a big epidemic. You know what I mean, in regards to drugs and it taking over. Okay, so we're talking about that. How do you feel about So back then it was crack, right? And we were thugs and hoodlums because they were smoking crack and it was crack babies, right? But all these now it's opioid crisis and they need help.
Oh,
How you feel about that?
Man,
They need help. They got programs set up where you can go to the methadone clinic and get some methadone and like, I don't know.
I'll tell you like this. We were in the barbershop today, talking to the one off of Kansas Ave over here, OG.
Yep.
We were talking about this because the reason why everybody is so frantic now is because it's in their neighborhood.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Their people.
That's what I was asking.
You
like,
know, so
how do you feel? To me, they hoodlums.
It's too
they
late.
Thugs.
It's too late. It's too late. They think they can catch this the opioid epidemic, pandemic.
You can't.
And you can't. It's too far. It's too far
Prime
gone.
example, it's still people smoking crack now. So,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? How you gonna? I mean, I just think I don't think it's funny, but I think it's fucked up that they drug us through the mud for years. They set up the Ronald Reagan and the whole thing with the judicial system and locking people up for having a little bit of dope and a little bit of crack. But now tables flipped and they doing opiates, they doing meth. Y'all want to help them. Like, I feel everybody that's been locked up for dope charges and got these life sentences need to be revisited and looked at so that they get the sentences reduced and sent home.
shit.
You know what I mean?
It should be. It should be.
So,
But
or even marijuana. Like, I got a case for marijuana. I said like the marijuana. You know what I mean? And now y'all got people selling it, making a bag off of it, and it's still people in jail serving time for marijuana. Like, that shit baffles me. Like, I don't get it.
that's the system, man. It's always gonna be some kind of crook in it, you know.
Something gonna be. They called them the Juice Crew, and it was officers in the town that would rob the dope dealers and then go to the casino and gamble all day.
I heard about that shit.
Yeah, the Juice Crew, man. So yeah, we know we be reading, but let's get back on track. Did you ever get knocked off course by anything in the streets while you were growing up, or you have any issues in that area?
Shit, I have trials and tribulations just like everybody else. You know, I'm human. I made mistakes. I've been wrong. You know, all the way wrong, and I've been right all the way right. You know, so it's just no, I never had anything to absolutely stop me from doing what I'm doing as far as writing music or, you know, living my life. You know, it's just, it's unfortunate, you know, that you have to, you know, go around those bends and turns. But honestly, to tell you the truth, that's what makes you. That's what makes you a person. If you don't go through, you know, ups and downs or, you know, ins and outs, then you don't have nothing to say.
Right.
You know, you're just this being, this person with no experience.
I agree.
You know, so
I agree.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know,
I went through what I went through to make me who I am. I will say this though, like the biggest difference, what made me, you know, do what I'm doing now was, and I tell the story. You can go back to interviews. There was a lady in Oakland, California. I don't even know her name, but if you're watching this for some reason, I salute you. You know what I mean? Nothing but love. But you know, I was out there doing my shit with my people, man. And we went to this house, and she was just like, "Baby, promise me something." The older black lady, you know what I mean? Mind you, you know what I mean? I'm doing my shit. I'm thugging, you know what I mean? And we finna come back. She was like, "You learn from your mistakes." Man, yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. A couple months later, caught a case, went to jail, and that motherfucker beat the case. And I was like, oh, that's what she was talking about. You know what I mean? Like, learn. So I went straight and narrow, like straight up, started working. You know what I mean? Got on the phones. That's why I started doing the phones for like 15 years before I changed this last profession. You know
that's good, man. That's good. That's good, steady, honest work. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. You know, me, I had to grasp a hold of my mental health. You know,
I've been talking about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's true. You know, it's not just for people that, you know, seem crazy or something's wrong with them. It could be for you. You know, to tell you the truth. So I advise everybody to check up on yourself.
Get the mentals tapped into. You know, you always feel like people are against you, or you're not social, or it's a lot of it that's mental, and because of how we're raised as young black men or black men, toughen up.
Yeah,
tough. You ain't supposed to cry. You know what I mean? And it fucks with kids mentally to when they get older, they hold shit in and they explode, and then they be like, what's wrong? You gotta get your mentals checked out, man.
Yeah,
I gotta get that number. There's a number I'm a post in the comments to my guy. He just got a line set up for people to prevent suicide. I gotta get the number so I can share it with y'all. But Yeah, go ahead, man. I didn't mean to interrupt. So you had to get your mental
that's
checked
good,
out.
man. That's all in the same up the same alley. You know, if you got to get a therapist, get a therapist. You got to get a psychiatrist, get a psychiatrist. You know, somebody confidential to talk to, and then you still got to make sure, you know, if you're fortunate enough to have good friends around you, you know, that you can express things to, and not hold everything in on your brain, or
Right.
you know, and sometimes there's absolutely nothing you can do about an illness. You know, it's just that's what it is, and this is how things can happen, you know, because of this.
Yep.
But if you take the time to, you know, manage it, you know,
Learn
study
how
it,
to handle it. Yep.
and you know, you'll know what you're getting yourself into instead of just going in.
I'm gonna do some drugs and I'll be all right. Nah, bro, you need to go get tapped in, and there's nothing wrong with that though. Trust me, it's nothing wrong, because I done had to go talk to some people.
Everybody have their experience.
Yep.
But you know, if you notice a trend going around like this goddamn fentanyl killing motherfuckers left and right, you know, or you notice
Facts.
people are not the same, just why you fucking with it? It don't make no sense, you know. To
Drugs ain't the same.
You see, they're not. You know, to see everything going around you and not take heed, like that's detrimental on your own part right there.
I agree.
But no, I'm dead serious about that. Check on yourself.
Appreciate that.
Check on yourself. Mind your mind. Matter of fact, this is what this is. I'm the Ford. This is what I go by. Yes, I'm Wilbur Brown.
I ain't got no. I can't get no. You ain't got no more on you.
I go by the Ford. I think I got some in the bag or so. Yeah, I got you either way. But you know, that's my name right there. You know what I go by now, the Ford. And right here is Mind Your Mind.
Gotcha.
You know.
So what made you? How did you come up with that name?
The Ford. Well, I'm the fourth Wilbur of the.
I'm plugged in. I'll play it.
I see that. Smooth. There you go.
Bam.
Yeah. No, I'm the fourth Wilbur. To me, it was just like the reason why I chose that is because it's true.
Okay.
And to me, this was like me being 33 now. This is you're gonna get all of me. You know, you're
Gotcha.
gonna get all of me if I give it to you. Because you know I can't be reserved, you know, and just do my thing. But the fourth, it just represents
Basically, you then.
me all together.
That's hard though.
You know what
I mean, a lot of people.
You're gonna get the good, the bad.
You got a significance behind the name. You know what I mean? I like that. I haven't heard nobody yet. Oh, I just liked it, but that one's a little bit more deeper. You know what I mean? I like that. So what? So okay.
Thanks, appreciate that.
What's the first project first off, the first project, can they still tap into it before we say it? Is it available for them to listen to on YouTube? Or?
On all platforms, YouTube.
Oh, run that shit. What's the name of that?
Y'all just look out for Crazy in Kansas. It's on my YouTube. I'll put up a link so y'all can hear it. It's just a project that I've been itching to complete almost for I would say 6-7 years now.
What's been the hiatus? Yeah.
Working and finding.
Grown man shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Regular, yeah. Okay.
Living, working, trying to, you know, make sure when I do go record, it's with somebody that I could trust with my music.
Hey,
you know.
Facts. What do you want to give them a shout out? Might even interrupt you. You want to give them a shout out? Who you record at?
Oh, I record at home right now through and I call myself Jewel May Productions. But when I got back down here for the second time now, I've been at Dre Logic Studio. So shout out to Dre Logic. He's much more than just what you see.
Hey, get your ass in here and quit BSing, brother.
Yeah, come on in, come on down, cause.
And he has a studio too.
Yeah, he's got the studio up there. He's like our show manager because he books our shows.
Yeah.
You know, at least the people that are in the club. Shout out Sadie and Will. And,
shout them out, bro.
Yeah, everybody, you know, down with Dre Logic and
y'all
Logic
can tap
Studios.
in.
Doing good things, doing good and big things. So look out, you know, it ain't no joke.
How many people do you have? So is that who do you work with Dre? You said that's your man. Is he just your road manager or?
Yeah, now you know. Now he's been more of a show manager since I've been recording at home, and I also record with Eric Bellinger. He goes by Phantom on the Keys.
Phantom on the Keys.
Yeah,
that sounds
and
dope.
Lawrence. If you need a good place to record to where it gets mixed down. And mastered, go to Eric.
I need to holler at somebody for my nephew. I'm gonna have to get that information from you.
Yeah, he'll give you a good deal and quality work. I'll tell you the truth. One day,
Yeah,
I was sitting.
Truthful. Shit.
I was sitting listening to one of my songs. And a tear dropped after I heard it. Matter of fact, it was at the break. It was after the breakdown.
He said a little
on this Jodeci track I did. And I was just like, I have never heard my voice that crispy and it just came across as what I wanted to be.
Finally,
meaningful.
right.
You know what I mean? Like exactly, like you said, finally.
As an artist, you know, I understand that struggle because when I was rapping, it wasn't everything was analog, it wasn't digital.
Yeah.
So we had tapes, and when I say I had a master and mix and sit in there and shout out, that's who did it. I don't know if he's still alive. He was an old OG, you know what I mean? But I was sitting there when he had to turn every little knob and turn this up, and it's just a process, man. So when you find somebody who actually can get you right, bro. And I know, does that person still master and mix your stuff even though you record it?
Yeah, okay. I mean, he's
Phantom on the keys, right?
Phantom on the keys. I'm trying to tell you right now. Illway, he's cold too, you know, with the mixing and mastering.
And they all in Lawrence?
They're all in Lawrence.
Are they like they all work together, or they just in Lawrence?
They know of each other.
Gotcha.
Everybody knows of each other. But, you know, I set out, and once I got in the studio with Eric, the relationship, you know, automatically, boom, it just took off like a rocket.
That's a big thing, too.
He understood everything that I was trying to do, you know, what drops to put in, or, you know, it was just cold. It was the best experience I've had so far.
Have you ever went to the library down there and recorded?
I have.
They got some, boy,
I was like a kid in the candy store.
I went in there and was like, oh, we can come in here and use this? All we gotta do is book time?
Exactly.
That's it. And I mean, did you work with the engineer that was there, or did you have somebody come in there and work it?
No, I only booked it one day for myself because I wanted to go in there and see what the fuss was about.
They got some heat though, don't they?
They got some top of the line shit, you know. So
all you gotta do is have a library card.
That's it.
I wasn't doing videos. I think, like I said, when we met, I was just getting into management and throwing shows. You know what I mean? So the video aspect I wasn't thinking of, but I would like to get somebody down there. I got a card, I can go in there and check out their video area, the green screen and all that. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, that's what I want to learn how to play with more because it's so much more than just rap. You know what I mean? Like I want to get on that screen, you know, and just play around because that's where I don't know. I got a big passion for that.
And I be trying to tell like the people I do work with, man, think outside the box because the bag with music is a lot more than just rapping in front of the mic. Yeah. You can make a big bag and not even get on stage or rap one word and still be getting a big ass bag. You know
That's true.
So who do you have on this most recent project?
Jay Rush. Jay Rush, he's out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Jay Rush
stomps around in Lawrence.
Is that his thing on social media too?
I believe so. Okay. Jay Rush. If you look for Jay Rush, you'll find him. But he sang, man. He's got an old school church voice. One of them backwood deep.
You gotta hear that.
Send chills down your spine voices. And I heard them for the first time up there at Logic Studios. So I was like, man,
let me get
since I heard you, now I can write with your voice in my head, you know. And he sang 2 tracks on there. If You Love Me and what is another one? I should know it right off the track.
Oh, you good, man?
I'll come back around with that.
We be put on the spot, man. I'll be messing with people, man.
No, it's good. It's good because this is the beginning. You know, you got to do this PR, you know, all the way through.
Yes, sir. If I say run it, man, be sociable. Get out there, touch base, touch fans. You know what I mean? Man. When the show's over, if you ain't watching the people perform, get out the door. If you got merch, that's a little different. Right. But you know what I mean? Get in, get out. That's how I played. I'm a little bit older than a lot of the people. You know what I mean? But how do you feel about the music? I mean, as far as the crowds when you go out, are they very receptive of your music?
Very, very. And it's Dre's been putting me in some good positions to where, you know, the vibe is already set. All you got to do is go in there and bring them what you got and hype it. You know what I mean?
Yep, like, do your thing.
I've had so much love from the audience down here in Topeka, from the Booby Trap, up in Lawrence at the Bottleneck. I think we went down to Wichita a couple times, Kansas City, Missouri, the Rhino. You know, it's all been love, and I feed off that energy. It makes me want to keep on doing it.
Yeah, it's addictive, man. I used to like that about performing. This is how seeing people react to you rapping. You know what I mean?
It's a natural high.
Yep. Man. What is the major roadblock besides working? Is there any other major roadblocks like? I would always get in writer's block when I did music. And I could either freestyle really good and then I couldn't write, or I could write really good and I couldn't freestyle. That was my writer blocks.
See, I'm more of a writer because I like to take my time. I might write a verse this week and then go back over it next week just to make sure I said what I wanted to say.
Gotcha.
In that, you know. But I can't really think of any roadblocks. I very seldom get writer's block. Maybe if I'm going through something at that time, you know, and I can't sit down to concentrate to write, then
so that affects you differently. Like when you go through something like life, I'll call it life events. Does that messes with you when you write?
Well, yeah, because I don't want to write about the shit. I want to go handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go take care of the shit. You know, but and then come back around to writing. So,
see, that was crazy. I was different. I couldn't express myself. So instead of going to go do some dumb shit, what would save me was writing. Like,
yeah.
Now after I got done writing, that's different, but that would calm me down for the moment to where it might not be 10. When I get there, it might be a 7.5 or.
That's what I had to learn. I had to learn to sit myself down and be like, okay, well, whatever I'm going through, it can wait. It don't need all that energy.
Yeah.
You know, it don't need all that energy. It don't need comments and blogs and all that shit. You know.
Finna pimp that pen on that paper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let me do it this way. You know, so it has worked and has came out with colder things when you sit your, because you can go off.
You gotta focus that energy, yeah.
Redirect your anger and aggression.
Yep.
You know, so that's from a book I read about.
No, that's real. Well, you know the name of the book, man.
That's what it's called. Redirect your anger and aggression.
Redirect your anger. There you go. Boom.
That's real.
Who do you want to work with locally that you haven't worked with yet?
Oh man. There's some people back home that I've been dying to work with. It's just that schedules clash, and it's kind of hard to get together. But we don't want to use those as excuses. We just want to move forward and
keep it moving,
and keep on. And that's LV Leavenworth all day. Shout out to the North Block. But you know, there's some people down here. You know, there's been talks of Silent Ave. We've been, you know, from the time I met him, you know, last year. If I always wanted to work with him, but I have to be real careful with Tyler because he's a multi-genre artist. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to pick what you want to do with him.
Yeah, you gotta pick it right too, though. So the mix would be. You know
right,
what I mean?
Right. You know, he has so many genres under his belt that, you know, you want to make sure you come with the right one, and for it to be a collaboration, not just a feature.
Yeah.
You know, so
something that really works for both of y'all.
Right. Dre Logic and I, we have stuff all that's sitting in the crock pot marinating.
What y'all waiting for?
Right now, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is turn it on, you know what I'm saying?
Waiting for the right time?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You better drop that,
but, you know, I'll let him handle those songs.
Come on, Dre, drop it. I'm playing.
Tell him, because people need to hear it.
Yeah, don't sit on that, man.
Yeah.
People's time, people's attention span is too short. Drop it.
That's real. Who else? Yeah. I'd like to work with Lil Haven, Miguel. There's a lot of different artists in Lawrence that I would like to work with. Down here, I pay attention to like people when they come to our shows or we come down there and rap. You know, I don't have all their names in my head, but Topeka's got some cold motherfuckers coming up out of here. You know what I'm saying? To get the party hype. I seen them get the party hype. I seen them get serious to where, you know, people was looking eye to eye, you know, so it's the whole Kansas. I got love for, you know, with
drop that shit. That's the biggest. I'm not telling everybody drop that shit. Quit playing. Like, what you waiting for?
And now there's no excuse because we've got CD Baby, we got DistroKid.
Yeah, you ain't even gonna drop no physical CD.
Right, we was out there on the blocks, you know, or at the stores or gas stations trying to sell a $5 CD. Now we don't have to do that.
You can just send a link.
That's it. Send a link and you're good to go. So, you know, it's a whole nother ball game. Now there's no excuse. There's no excuse not to work with each other. You know, my email address is jewelmay4040@gmail.com.
You said I'm dropping it. Send it. Is what it said.
At me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stuck up with no features, you know, trying to charge arm and leg and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to work. I want to work with people, and I want to get a good outcome of it because ain't nothing like music. Or if you writing scenes, you know what I'm saying, or think of me in a scene, or I think of you in a scene. Just shoot me that idea. You know, we can bounce them back and forth and make something happen.
Facts.
No excuses.
So when you gonna start shooting these videos, man? We gonna most definitely work, but yeah, when you gonna start shooting them?
Yeah, videos are coming up this quarter. You know, now I have a little money set to the side, and I can save, you know, a little more towards one of the best I've seen around here, and that was Gary Lang. He has, you know, his videography whole thing going. So that's what I'm gearing towards. You'll start seeing them in the fourth quarter.
Hey,
of
tap into
this
me. You know,
year.
I'll be acting too, man. You know, let me get my Mike Epps on though.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You gotta plug that in because if you don't tell nobody, nobody will
Yeah.
know. Or if you don't show them, they won't know. So
I was in Chucho's. He was the first one. I was like, yeah, I need you in there. He knows me from doing selling my juice. So he was like, I want you in the video to do the juice. Ended up being something. Oh, you funny. Okay, so they
See?
ran a whole little skit. But yeah, let me know. I most definitely will pull up and do that.
oh, for sure, man.
Most definite.
I'll keep you tapped in. Shout out to all the beat makers. Like I said, the videographers. Mars, man, he's cold. Y'all look out for Mars.
Have you tap into Cozy too? In regards to like videos, he does pretty well. He's the one who does a lot of them up here.
Okay.
I will check into him. I'll send you some links. You know what I mean? You got any shows coming up? Anything on the horizon?
Yeah, and it's a bad plug. The last show was Juneteenth.
How
Dre's
was
got
that?
all the dates and everything for these upcoming shows.
Okay.
I just make sure my material's ready to go. You know.
So let me know so I can. Like I said, I work the weekends, man. But if I can wiggle it to where I can get off, if it's on a Friday, I'm gonna come tap in.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Straight up.
We appreciate it. If there's anything that I can do or we can do up there at Dre Logic Studio to promote what you got going, this Gas TV, let us know.
Yeah, I need him to come in and get in an interview. That's what we need to do. We need to get that
Okay.
missing link. Like,
I'll pass the word along. Sadie, Will,
Yeah.
Dre, yeah. I'll pass the
tell him
word
it's,
along.
it's something decent. You know, you seen it live in flesh, but ain't nothing too serious. We just talk. You know what I mean?
I like this.
Get to know you. But we're gonna keep it short, man. I do appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
Right on.
We're gonna get an update, but when we get an update, we're gonna be on the Gas Show.
Let's do it.
Hey man, we out.